Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Blades and Banter podcast. I'm Nolan Carney and I'm joined by
Alexa Leach.
And Clayton
And
Gates. And there's
oh,
and
and
there
there's
goes our
Alexa,
Alexa, and there's our
our fourth
notification.
Alexa, stop.
our
Should
fourth
I?
and yeah, go unplug it if you want. I don't care. Alexa will be right back, but that's the government, both the CIA and whatever the Canadian equivalent is listening to us. Um okay, Clayton and Alexa, which is now she's now back, but
Sorry,
This
guys.
this was the start of the season for most, was the Cranberry Cup, which took place this week in Norwood, Massachusetts. Really Boston, but taking place at the Skating Club of Boston. Um, what'd you think so far of the event? Like, what were just our general opening impressions? Because I have a bunch, but I want to hear from the two of you first.
Well, we had a stream. First of all,
I know.
USFS is making skating accessible. We've been asking and pleading for this for so long, so it's so nice to see a free stream on YouTube.
And who would
Yeah.
have thought if, you make skating available for people to watch, 40,000 people are going to watch the women's free skate. Kind of crazy how that works.
And I saw on the live stream, I think it might have been the women's short or the women's free, but at like one point there was like almost 10,000 people watching it like
Oh
live.
wow.
Like it might have been maybe 9,000 or something around that, but I mean it just like it's kind of great to see because this event has always kind of been like super see like we had the streams the first 2 years. The first year in 2022, 21, 2022. Then they had it as a paid stream the next year. And then they've had no stream for the past 2 years. But now like when you have almost 44,000 people watching like this random event in August, like don't you think more people are going to want to go to it next year? Especially like we got
Mhm.
some very high quality skating for some people, and especially given the time, like I think it's going to promote a lot of investment and people wanting to go to see it. And it's in Boston, like that's not like a shabby place to go visit, especially during August. So I thought that was really great. I will say sometimes when we're watching the skating at this event, I'm like thinking just of how early it really is. And especially during like the first two groups of this event, like, it's not like an A-list event, like not like
Mhm.
everyone's going. Like Isabeau going was kind of crazy that like she
Mhm.
actually went. But just the timing of this event, like sometimes I'm like, dang, should these skaters really be out here performing in August in front of everyone? Like for us to see like someone fall 3 times in a free skate, like that's really rough.
Mhm.
But also, what else would I want to be doing on August 10th on a Sunday afternoon? Like, what else would I want to be doing other than watching the
Especially
Cranberry Cup?
at the top of the Olympic season. And some people did have, as expected, a summer showing of their programs. And
Yes.
then some people kind of skated lights out.
Some people
But
made themselves Olympic contenders.
some of
Yeah,
them
they did.
some of them made them, yeah, themselves a new rivalry. But if you weren't watching live, you might have run into the issue of the music not being there on the individual um videos of the programs, and it cracked me up that USFS didn't even bother to put like a real like clip of music that's not copyrighted. They like made AI music. Like if you watch it long enough, you're like, this sounds weird. This sounds not like real. You hear in the music that there's like something not right, and you can tell it's AI.
Yeah, it's like
So
supposed to be like Les Mis playing, and it's like this random like techno, like EDM, but like weird AI. I was like, I watched some of it live, some I didn't because I had more important things to be doing, like drinking on a boat.
and taking care
So,
of your niece.
well, that was the one day, but yes,
Exactly.
balance. But yeah, watching it back today, I was like, oh my God, I can't even like make it through. Like, I'm sorry. It's that I'm like you, I feel like we take it both ways. We're like, okay, it's great that like they actually had a stream. We're like watching skating, how amazing. And then it's like, oh, but like if you didn't watch it in the moment, you like can't. I'd rather honestly them just have like no music
I
than this
agree.
like
No, no,
I
no, no, no,
agree.
no.
No, I
Oh,
oh
for the
really?
performances on
for
the on
for
the
for like the recorded
yes,
afterwards.
Mm,
yes,
Yes,
I'm good with
like
that.
Yeah, like I'd rather it just be nothing than this like weird throw in some piece of music because of like the copyright shit, but like just then it looks like, oh my, like skating is a musical sport. So when you have something random playing in the background and like obviously the skater is not skating to that piece of music because it's not what they're skating to, it's tough. It's
Yeah.
tough. So, you know,
I
maybe
just-
like this year it's like we had the stream. So then like next year we can get the playback correct. Like maybe it'll work in strides.
I just want to say I didn't have that problem because I watched it live.
Mhm.
So seems like this was a you guys problem, but for me, not that much of an issue. But
Well, let's not play moral high ground.
Yeah.
okay, a couple things, couple like housekeeping things. I forgot to say, but please feel free to like and subscribe to our video. Leave a little comment if how you're feeling about the season beginning. I said this last episode, but we have an Instagram now. It's the Blades and Banter Pod. The link will be in our information box below. Oh, we were supposed to take a picture teasing our episode, guys.
Oh gosh, we
We'll
can
do
do
it
it
at the
now.
end.
We'll do it at the end.
We'll
We'll do it at the
We'll do
end.
it at the end.
But yeah, so, that's all below. So feel free to follow us. I've been posting a lot of stuff on there. I made some little cute little information graphics that I'll be posting in the next week about things that are coming up, things to be looking forward to, stuff like that. So it's a great place to get information. And then I've also continued to post some of the same stuff on our YouTube under the little post section, just to, if you're not on social media, you can stay informed there. The final, okay, I have two other things about Cranberry. There were, for me, there were 4 winners of the event. 4 winners, but not the literal winner. One of them is a literal winner, but I want you guys to try to guess who the 4 winners of this event were in the seniors.
So can I say, okay, well, I think actually the real winner is Mike Slipchuk. Like, I don't
Okay.
know what poison he put in there, but like,
What they eat for dinner?
I don't know, but like Canada showed up and
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
know.
wearing
That's,
red today.
I know, I noticed. I was like, do I have anything red? No. Very, very unpatriotic, not my color,
Canadian.
but
Mhm.
awful. I'm gonna say Mike Slipchuk.
Big winner. Wasn't
Yeah.
him. Wasn't on the list for me, but
No.
Okay, can I give a guess?
you can give a guess.
I'm gonna say Sofia Samodelkina.
She was on the list.
All right, she made the list.
The
She's on
other,
my
there
list
was
as well.
2 women and 2 men. No guesses? Am I
Roman
just gonna-
Sadovsky.
Yes, he's on
Oh,
the list.
he's a real winner. He's a
He's
real
a real
winner.
He's a
winner.
real
I told
winner.
you there
Guys,
was one
okay.
He's a
real
real
winner.
winner and no
We-
one's winner.
We live in a world now where Roman Sadovsky is an international competition
2-time.
champion. That's a 2-time. That's the second time?
He's
I thought it was his
remember someone
first.
posted, didn't someone post that it was like the first medal or gold medal he's won?
I think since like since juniors.
I know, but that still counts.
Okay, his first senior international gold medal. Here we go.
Okay, here I'm just gonna tell you the 4 winners
Mhm.
for me. Obviously, Roman Sadovsky for standing up. Sofia Samodelkina because Sunset Boulevard equates my love. 3, Sonja Hilmer in this short program during her step sequence. Winner for me, should have won the
Mhm.
short program.
Mhm.
The 4th winner for me, Stephen Gogolev for creating this rivalry and doing a really gorgeous program that we'll get to at some point during the show. Yeah. Did anyone else have any other winners? Like kind of just like winners, you know? No?
I just feel like
Those
go
were my
Canada.
winners.
Wow. Yeah.
Canada.
I think Canada might have won this event.
Canada won.
They should nickname the Cranberry Cup like the Canada Cup next year.
They're gonna ban us next year. They're not
I
gonna let us
know.
come. They're
Like
gonna
they
say
won't.
no.
Leah Cho won the novice, which the novice event was really good. If this one Instagram account had live streamed it, so I got to see like a lot of the up and coming skaters, but like the US had like 4 girls there that were really solid novice wise. And Leah Cho went out there and did fantastic. She did do a triplets, triple toe, triplets, double axel, double axel. I mean, she was super solid and she competed in 2 events. 2 events.
Crazy. And I feel like, and we could talk about it a bit because I know you're going to get to it, but I know there was like there was some backlash like on Twitter about her competing in like the senior open and novice. And like people were like pointing fingers at Skate Canada. I don't think this was Skate Canada.
It's
don't know.
not.
No.
No, I don't think that that's a Skate Canada doing. I think that's like more of a personal
They only
choice or
assign,
parents.
yeah, they only assign international events.
Yeah.
So the advanced novice section, they would have assigned her to that.
Mhm.
The domestic NQS senior event was just a US FS little domestic event for people to qualify for sectionals. So
Mhm.
that would not have been something, that's something that anyone can
Let's
enter.
say anybody can enter it. So
Well, if
like
you
Yeah.
think if you're Skate Canada, you would probably be advising, maybe it's not the best idea to do two competitions at the same time. You probably won't nail both of them or do
Same
well in
day.
both. Yeah, on the same day, mind you. So I think if they had to say, they'd probably be like, maybe not the best look for us,
and I
and
also
she
was
did
thinking
it.
this too. They'd be different programs because they would have different
Completely different
requirements. Yeah, because
layouts.
they'd have different
Mm,
requirements for like what you can do, what you can't do, the amount of elements. Like that's crazy.
I
yeah.
think she did different programs
Oh,
too.
really? Like not
She
even
did
this.
her last year's programs for the novice, which would make sense because she had went to novice events last year
Mhm.
with her programs, and I think she did her her new programs for the senior because those have been choreographed for junior, which all you have to do is add a step sequence for the free skate,
Wow. Well,
which is
props to
really
her.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that is, and she tried the triple axel in the short and the long
Mhm.
here. I don't think she stood up. I don't think either one were rotated, but I do think she stood up on them,
Yeah. Yeah.
which was great to see her trying that. I think they're gonna try to get some of those bigger elements while she's younger. So I'm not like super surprised by them pushing that. So, but um, yeah, transitioning to the women, would you want to start with the senior or the junior women?
I feel like we can go to junior quick and then make our way
Kind
to
of
Right.
cover
senior.
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so the junior women, you had a US sweep. Sophie Jolene von Felten was the winner. Annika Chow was in second, and then Kaya Tiranen, who was a novice last year and moved up to junior, she came in third. We're only really going to talk about the top two. Sophie Jolene has a really lovely short program that's
Mhm.
a tribute to those that were lost on the plane in January. I thought it was really great push and stride for her to make an
Mhm.
artistic impression. And, I'm glad that she's able to go out there and give the sentiment that she wants with that program. She did the triple axel combination, the triple loop, the double axel. I thought, um, great program for her. I don't know if you guys had any thoughts maybe about that or the free skate?
I think
Yeah.
both the short and the free are like really good artistic directions for her and show a lot of maturity
Variety.
and emotional improvement in her skating that we haven't really seen in the past, I don't think. The triple axel is proving to be even more consistent and confident, like one of her most confident jumps, even to the point where like her double doesn't look as good as her triple. So
Mhm.
it's really interesting to see how she evolves technically. She landed the quad sal. I didn't look at the protocol. I think it was.
It did not get any call on it.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
agree with
interesting
Which
to
that.
me.
which we
I
can
don't
talk
agree with
about. I
that.
think we
Okay.
can talk about that later with the judging for the Americans, but
Mhm.
yes.
So yeah, really, I mean, huge outing for her, obviously.
Yeah, I think for the short, that was one of the ones I was able to watch live. And given it's a tribute, like I gotta say, because how old would she be?
I think
14,
she's
15? Oh, six.
16.
Okay.
She'll be
Mhm.
senior next year.
Okay. Still, like to skate that every day with like that emotional awareness,
Heaviness.
like
Yeah.
that's a lot. And I give her a lot of credit because that would take a lot of emotional maturity to be able to, show up every day and train that program. And obviously with the memory that holds, I'll say like you could definitely see the improvement artistically. Like it's getting there, her skating getting a bit bigger, everything's getting a little bit like stronger and more fluid. Um, the free didn't watch that live, so that was one of those like copyrighted things. But I'll say
She
this:
Mhm.
skates to Frida in the free.
yes,
I really enjoyed it.
the dress was
The dress is
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
The mesh, I was like perfect mesh. Like I I love good packaging. That sow was not. That's one thing I was like, is
Yeah,
that sow called clean? I don't
Mhm.
think so.
I thought also the combination in the second half, the Let's Toe was a little
Mm-hmm.
under and they only gave it a Q. I think
Her
the
toe
Yeah.
combos give me pause sometimes.
They always are a little under, even in
Mhm.
the short
Mhm.
program. But they did call that one, but they all are a little hooky every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I hope they
But
continue to work on
yeah.
everything though.
Yeah, I think there's been growth. I still think like obviously the technical is her strength. 131 is a crazy score for the free skate in
I
August.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
don't I know she stood up on everything. I just some of the basics really
Yeah.
are behind. But I'm not saying that everyone here was better than that.
Mhm.
No, I
Like I
think the
don't think
No.
short, I think the short was better in terms of artistry than the free.
yeah.
Yeah.
The freeze where I have a lot of pause on like everything. But the short's
Do
very lovely.
right.
Mhm.
Do we think that USFS is going to give her the Alyssa Liu treatment at US
Well,
Nationals?
that's what I have written down is where will she, because she's gonna be a senior domestically this year.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And sometimes those juniors that are coming up, they kind of come in and play a little bit of, like not factoring into the Olympic quality discussion, obviously because of the age, but they can show up to a pre-Olympic worlds or a pre-Olympic nationals and really kind of shake it up a little bit. And I think
Mhm.
with the content she's throwing down, there's no
Oh,
question that they'll be behind it.
no, and I think with like inflation is always a factor at nationals. I think that this is a situation that could be similar to like Aaliyah Cho, which I don't think they're going to
Mm.
let her compete senior
They
at Canadian
aren't.
nationals because
Yeah.
if you have somebody win, let's say Leah wins, and then it's like, oh my God, like, I don't know if she would be the youngest national champion. I would assume it would be like close to, I don't know if she would be, but likely given she's what,
Well,
12, 13, like
yeah, what's her name
then,
was the youngest? Roman's coach.
Mm.
oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Hmm.
Well, good for
You
her.
learn something new.
She also won this weekend. So I don't know. I feel like it could be a big media thing for like, well, why can't the national champion go to the Olympics? Like, I feel like that could create a big media backlash where same situation for Sophie Jolene, where
Mhm.
say she throws down this like crazy program at nationals and like ends up on the podium. And they're like, well, we can't send her. And they're like, but she's the future. And so I feel like also in the Olympic season, you get so many spectators and fans who are like your typical 4-year fans who don't actually understand the sport. So I don't know. I think it'll make nationals
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah. And you
Um,
have to
Yeah.
think that like USFS is also thinking about the Mao Shimadas of the world. And I'm not
mhm.
saying that they are comparable in terms of refinement, but like
There's no
technically
comparison.
there's not. But there is like the technical comparison in some cases, and I think that like they once upon a time pushed Alyssa Liu whenever Trusova and
Mhm.
Sherbakova were up and coming, and I think that like a very similar situation could happen if they're not careful, and then I want the best for these young skaters and their development moving forward.
Yeah.
So
And Annika Chow was second here. She's really lovely skater too, artistically. She's one where just kind of lacks the knee bend and speed, I think, to really be like a top tier junior skater. And then the under rotations kind of factor in a little bit, and you just kind of see the score get dragged down.
Mhm.
But I think she's really one of the most beautiful and refreshing skaters to watch.
Yeah.
Like you go out there and you see her, she has really gorgeous lines,
her lines
nice
are so gorgeous. I
extension.
mean, they have such long limbs, which but
Mhm.
also contribute to the rotation issue sometimes because
Yeah.
it does take
Yeah.
more energy and strength to wrap that in.
The
Mhm.
spins are gorgeous, but
Hmm.
um yeah, she's just like a couple things away from being like really a top level skater. And
Mhm.
it's something that, like this is why they're in this position now to develop and get where they want to be. So I'm sure that they're going to continue to work on that and improve the overall packaging. Yeah, but I thought she came out here and performed pretty well for second competition of the year for her. So
Mhm.
all right, transitioning to the senior women. Um, do you want to start from the top and go up or work from the bottom up?
Let's go bottom up.
Okay.
Let's build it a bit.
We can start with Josephine Lee.
Mhm.
Josephine here with her senior debut. We had two senior
Mhm.
debuts this week. And I thought overall for her, she did a pretty decent job for coming out. I didn't have I don't think she really had a lot of expectations
Hmm.
on coming in and being like a medal threat. Um, she went out there, did the triple in the short. Definitely questions on the rotations, but
Mhm.
I think overall, like she came out there, she had a good energy. She didn't really like fall apart when there were mistakes that occurred in the free skate. There's obviously areas of improvement I would like to see on the crossovers and overall program development, but I think a good start for her this year.
Yeah, I like her short, which she kept from last season,
Mhm.
which I think was like fun, like love the costume, good energy, whatever. I'll say this in the free, I didn't realize it was her in the free when she was skating.
The costume was like
It's
not
a lot.
typical.
Mhm.
There,
Mhm.
yeah, and her costume last year, probably one of my favorite costumes ever. Like it was a beautiful, like it was like black velvet, like gorgeous Lisa McKinnon. And so I just felt like this one was like
It's a little too much.
there was a
It was
lot going on.
It didn't really
Yeah.
match the aesthetic of the program either. I don't think like black and purple whenever I hear
Scheherazade.
Charizard,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think you know
Yeah.
red.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I will say this. She looked very nervous the whole time. Like it felt like
Yeah.
she didn't,
And that's
she was really thinking during the program, which like
Mhm.
every jump looked a little bit tight. Like I don't think she quite has the stamina yet. Mind you, it's August.
it's
So like
August. I was
we
gonna
got
say
it.
like
I'm
that's
like,
probably why.
yes, yes. And like competing senior now, she's like, I mean, she did senior last year nationally, but I'm like, if she's used to a shorter program, like whatnot. So I think that like she has moments of really pretty things, but I think we just got to keep like working on that confidence piece to really make her like this beautiful performer, which I think she
Yeah.
totally has a potential for.
Right, she is. I mean, she has a silver medal at nationals.
She
She
does.
does.
She
Mhm.
does.
She's definitely a up and coming star for sure. I think there's
Mhm.
just, there's always a transition period from junior to senior. And I
Mhm.
don't think that like anything that she did this week was like a negative. Like I think everything
No.
that went out there was like a very good learning process for her. She's got Skate America in about a month and a half. I'm sure they might give her another international event, or maybe she'll do some sort of domestic event to kind of brush up. But she's got promise, and I think that's something that they can take with what happened and work on it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Speaking of Skate America,
okay.
for our next skater, listen,
I
this is
wish-
why you should not decide who the Skate America host pick
Mhm.
is prior to like anybody
Anything.
debuting at a competition,
Mhm.
because Sonja Hilmer should absolutely be at Skate America this year. And it's a disgrace that she's not.
I
She
100% agree.
She upped the technical this year.
Oh my
She did the
gosh.
triple in the short.
I'm sorry. Her like I know she won for you this weekend, her short program steps.
Yes.
The fact that like she choreographed that and then put the sounds
sound.
of skates
Mhm.
tapping
That's her
into the
skates, by the way.
yes during the step sequence.
How do you think she did it? Like, do you think she
And
put like a little audio recorder on like the bottom of the
on her
boot?
skates?
Like
I would
where'd she tape it onto the boot? Like how did
I
she
don't
do it?
know, but this is the investigative journalism that we need. Like this is we
We
need
need to
absolutely.
mess
answers.
Sonia. Let
Yeah.
us know, please.
Yeah,
And she
please.
also made her dress, by
She
the
made
way.
both
Yeah,
of her
all
dresses,
of
my
all of them.
understanding. Yes.
Mhm.
Wait, but how did she make the way?
I heard she like
she's a
hand
creative
painted it.
girl.
Yes.
I am
She's always
obsessed
made her
with
dresses.
the free
Yes.
dress. The free dress is so cool and different and unique, and it's like it makes you curious about like, wow, what program is this? And that not a lot of dresses and costumes and skating do that anymore. It's like, okay, I look at them, I'm getting like another like nice lyrical piece, but this
Yeah.
is like, wow, wait, what is it?
Yes.
And that's part of the intrigue. And like, I don't think people should be judged or penalized for like what they're wearing, but it creates the
Part
package,
of
it
it.
creates the moment.
Yeah.
And like she brought the moment, and I think she was the most underscored skater at least in the short program. I would have
Yeah.
easily given her like 68 plus. Like
Okay.
at least like she was what she had 27 in components. Like
Yeah.
I hear you 1000%. Gonna interject. I will say that the skating isn't as big and as much
It is
coverage and
small.
speed. It's not as like as big and as quick as some of the others.
I
like,
see that.
But
Yeah,
But
give
you
her
can go into presentation and
yeah,
Right.
composition.
exactly.
like give her
So-
the 7 in
Mhm.
skating skills, maybe low or high 6, but like I'll go nines in presentation and composition. Like it's that good and that creative and innovative.
Yes.
You know,
In like 5 years, if not sooner, I would
She's
want
gonna
her
be
as
the
my
A-list.
I'd want her as my choreographer. Oh
absolutely.
my
Yeah.
God. I wrote down, I said, if I were Benoit, I would be
You'd
hitting
hire
her up
her.
and scooping her up and saying, "You're on my team."
I know, or either
You're
that
on
or
my
shaking
team.
in my boots. Like, oh,
Yeah,
he's gonna be
yeah,
taking your job.
yeah. I gotta get her on my team before
Mhm.
she becomes my biggest competitor. Like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, love her.
I think like just I'm super happy that she's also challenging herself more this year. She
Mhm.
added the flip. Okay,
Yeah.
Sonja Hilmer, I love you. I don't know if we should be trying 2 triple flips in a long program, but
and
that's okay.
and the Lutz
And the
and the
Lutz.
Lutz.
Like, let's pick one.
I didn't even clock
Yeah.
the Lutz at first. I was like, wait, what was that?
Well, I saw it and I was like, whoa, she's trying the Lutz again. Okay. But oh, did you see she did a triple sow, double axel, double sow?
Other way.
Yes.
Her
Other
like
way. New the Hilmer too.
I know, because she did the triple sow double act or
sow.
double sow the other way, right? But now she
Mhm.
added in, and the first sow wasn't the best, and she kind of loops around and does the axle, like,
And she saves it, yeah.
and she
She
does
did
it
a
with
really
arms over
pretty
the
one in
head.
the warm up. Yeah.
Girl,
She's so cool.
good for
She's so
you.
cool. I just want to be just
She's
like her.
so cool.
Sonia, if you want to come on, we would love to
Yeah,
interview
Yeah, if
you.
you're listening,
well,
or
like
if
love
anyone
you.
We would love to
Yeah.
interview you. We are big fangirls
Yeah,
here. And
yeah.
if you want, like, let us know because
Yeah.
we'll have you on. But
Yeah, we love you.
We'll even let you keep the 2 flips in the free.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, we'll let you keep the 2 flips in the free. But maybe we could take out the Lutz. Like, that's okay.
Mm.
We want you to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We're
Listen, you won the weekend for us, but we want you to win with the judges too. So
yeah.
we're here for you.
Someone who won with the judges low key, but didn't perform the best was Miss Jia Shin, my daughter.
Your
They were
daughter.
being generous with
That was
her.
generous.
Guys, okay, stop. Not generous. Beautiful skating. Second.
There was good skating.
But she got 64 in technical with 3 falls.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
I will say, like, yeah, that is kind of crazy, but the quality of the jumps that were completed
Very good.
and the spins did kind of supersede the others that we saw at this competition.
Okay.
Outside of Sofia.
Let's start with the short program. Dress, keep. Very good.
Let's cut the bottom. I don't want to see the
I'm
ran
good
through
with
the paper.
all of it.
I don't want to see it ran through the paper shredder. Personally, I think
Do
it
you-
would be classier without the shreds.
I think the dress is beautiful. However, there is a very common thing in skating with wearing gray during the Olympics.
It's okay. I think it's gorgeous.
It looks heavy. It almost looks heavy.
I just think there's a bad omen with like gray. Like you don't like Alyssa Liu wore gold this season for a reason. She may not have known she was going to be world champion, but she was wearing gold. I'm just saying maybe we make it like a light, like a lavender, even a light blue. Yeah, like a light blue. Like I feel like we could still keep it that really soft, pretty, but like not gray. But anyways.
Well, we wanted to bring back another gray dress.
We want to bring back another gray dress, Alexa. Like, come on, what can we do?
We can get a new dress. We're getting a new dress.
Get
rid of the new dress.
I like, if we're going to talk about both programs, I think we can keep the short. If
we're keeping one, we're keeping the short. The flip
short
at
was
the end
sophisticated.
was awesome.
I think there was actually some really good choreography within it. I thought that there were nice intricate details. Like she did the double axel into like the little spiral. She has the lunge. There's like a nice toe movement in the steps. There's like an Ina Bauer. Like I think for me, the short program is actually really good. When we get to the free skate, that is when I was watching it on the warm up. I messaged a friend and I said, I think the dress, I can't see the dress, but I think it looks really ugly. And I don't know if I like it.
And you were correct.
And then I saw it and I was like, we're wearing wrist guards?
A necklace?
A
brooch?
But with a flowy
with a pink dress?
Yeah.
We're wearing like 2 armbands. Like
on both arms.
Yeah.
To Spartacus. with no choreography.
No choreography.
I wrote down, it's very junior. The dress has
is.
too much caca. Like she's too good for this.
Yeah.
I
This
agree.
like
I agree.
if this is like you are making your senior debut, it's been very, very well anticipated. Like she's a big name heading into this season.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just like this just doesn't do her justice. Like she's so much better than this. And so listen,
Right.
this is what I'm proposing. Okay. We scrap it. Okay. We're getting rid of
Oh,
it.
100%.
I know we don't have a lot of time. So David Wilson, love you.
We gotta go.
We
Sorry.
gotta go. We're calling up Sandra Bezic. Okay. We're calling her up. We're flying her to Korea.
Okay.
Gia's not going to Canada.
She does not have the
She's
time.
not step
No,
She's done with Canada too.
She's not. No. We're flying Sandra to Korea. We're staying there. She's staying there. We're paying whatever amount of money and new dress, new program. We're gonna be mature. That's what we need. And that's.
Can I be the devil's advocate for a second?
Please do.
I'm like
free skate.
I'm like, okay, no, okay, for a couple things, and I hate to be that person in class who was, can I be the devil's advocate?
The contrarian.
I think the problem with Spartacus is that like it can be done well. There's so much nuance to the music that I think that their team just totally ignored. The cut of it.
Sucks.
The cut of it is really bad. Like, if you want to like see a good Spartacus, go watch Michelle Kwan's short program. Like Rocker Skating posted it for everyone to see. It can be done well. I don't think Jia Shin has the. She's a very mature skater for her age, but she doesn't have that like point of view or like that flirtatious kind of vibe that makes a good Spartacus. And so that's why I think also Sandra Bezic might not be her best bet, because she kind of gives like, like a kind of more fun, flirty program. I think her point, Gia's Spartacus kind of lacks a point of view, and I think that she needs to stick to her guns if in this free, but at the same time, I don't want her to have like a double lyrical with like Nocturne plus like, even though Not About Angels is my favorite program of hers, like I think there's like
bring
there's
back
a
the
fine
Tree
line.
of Life, something.
Maybe
like
Tree of Life.
You have to do something different. I think I told this to Alexa. I said, if anything, at the worst, you bring back the old lyrical birdie program. Because there's a difference between the two. One's a lyrical, like vocal, one is a classical, like
this is true.
Lyric type of program. You go to Benoit next year and you experiment because you need something new. You go to one program with Jia Shin and you get one program with Benoit. I think that's what you do. You try to figure it out. I think David Wilson is kind of off for now. You cut the ties with him for a little bit because he's kind of duped you a little bit twice. Yeah, I think though, technically, if you look at the jumps, if we look at what mistakes occurred on the jumps, the ones that had the falls, you could see that they were on the cue on them. Okay, whatever. The Lutz in the short program we know was under, Alexa. We get it. We got the cue, but whatever. The jumps that she's not landing, they're on the cue. I think, and you notice they're happening with the same jumps. Both triple Lutzes had mistakes, and in the short. I think it's time to go to the flip toe. Because the flip looked great. She's very square in the hips on the flip. She's a good 3-turn takeoff. She doesn't drop the shoulder. She keeps the shoulder and posture tight. She lands pretty solid so that she could honestly reload for the triple toe. And I think in the free, if you have to take out the triple, you put in the double axel triple toe, because then you can still get the triple toe base value.
I think she just shouldn't backload it. I think she should open with the triple.
No. Yeah.
I also think, well, I don't know. I think the flip by itself is her money out. Like I don't see her getting the same GOE on a solo Lutz as I do the solo flip, especially if the edge is in question.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I don't know what's happened, because it is always like, it seems like you're right. It's the same rotation issue on that combo. And she used to nail it like it was nobody's business. So I don't know if it's like kind of like growing spurts, getting older.
Yeah, it's definitely that. I mean, you've noticed she's grown a lot in a year compared to when she was junior.
I also think she looks so shy and cautious, and like that
Mm,
confidence is not there. And I feel like that confidence comes when you're running clean programs in practice.
mhm,
Like if you're like, and it comes from repetition and doing it and showing up at competition, knowing that like, oh yeah, I can do this in my sleep. And I don't,
mhm,
and maybe because she's like, was with cricket club, has been back, was there, was back, like all that change, and now being senior, and I'm sure she feels a lot of pressure. Like again, she's had this precious pressure on her for quite a few years now. And
mhm.
Nolan, don't kill me, but do you like, are you worried? I
Yes, Alexa.
that this
Yes,
wait,
Alexa.
no, but that
So
this
yes, I'm
could,
worried.
but like that this could be like a Marin Honda situation.
Yes, Alexa. I think
Oh
of this
Okay,
my
every
God.
day. Alexa, do you know how many crash outs that I sent to like people this weekend? You don't understand.
I do, because I think I was one of the people getting the messages about the crash outs.
I'm
but,
telling
like,
you, I think about this, and there's so many polar comparisons that I'm just like, this is a little too much.
I know.
It's
I was like,
a
oh
little
my
too
God,
close to
I
home.
don't
We've
want to
seen
like
this
say
film
it out
before.
loud. Yes.
Yeah.
And like speak it out loud. But I was like,
No, I think she's okay. I think she's okay, and I think we're okay. I think she's in an okay spot because I think the difference between her and Marin is I think that she's
Well,
in a
Marin was kind
so
of lazy, allegedly. That
well,
was what was the
I
rumor.
well, I
I'm
think
just saying
Gia
that's what
is
people said.
I don't think I think Gia's in a better technical spot at this point in her career than comparing to Marin at the same spot in her career.
Marin Honda
But
won her first challenger as a senior.
and
oh
she
wait,
had
did
a
she?
beautiful, beautiful turn out. I love
She
that.
did.
She
It
was
was really
gorgeous.
good.
It
Wait,
was
I need to go back
really
and
good.
watch that.
Oh, it's
Oh, it
so
was
good.
really
Watch
good.
the one from Skate Canada when she was last after the short program, and then
She
she
was
like killed
first to go.
yeah, it was beautiful, just beautiful. Anyways, yeah.
Oh gosh, okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have
I
work to do.
think we've exhausted the Gia conversation. Time to go to the rightful winner, in my opinion, which was
Yes.
Sofia Samodelkina. Had the programs of the event for me in both.
100%.
In both.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes.
flirtation in the short, like
Mm-hmm.
the shimmy, like I mean, there was just so many. It wasn't like a overly complex short program.
No,
It
and
kind of
that's
gave, sorry,
no,
it
you're
kind of
good.
gave 2002 vibes.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
complaining. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'll take
in a
it.
good
It
way.
Yeah, in a great way.
talk about like a program that did have like a point of view and like she had a story to tell, and it
Hmm.
was like and it was music that she knew that she was comfortable with and she enjoyed skating to. Like she ripped a page right out of Alyssa Liu's book and was like, let's go. And her performance, like compare this performance quality and like the emotion to what we saw from her as like a junior or when she was skating for Russia, like totally different skater and performer. And this is what happens whenever you know you can nail the jumps. Like all the jumps in the free looked like so effortless, and there was not really any question on rotation, maybe outside like the combo, but like everything was. I wasn't scared for her. I wasn't scared to watch her. I was like, I know she's gonna go out and nail everything. And then you can see her even before we even get to like the step sequence or the choreo sequence. She's already giving you like performance quality.
Yeah, I think the short, like that was one did I watch a lot? I don't know. It has 29,000 views on YouTube right now. I'm just saying in the short. Like
It was good skating.
it was great skating, and I don't know if this will be her dress for the rest of it. Like I actually
No,
I don't think
she
so.
said it wasn't ready.
I was gonna say it like it looked kind of like a practice thing, but you know what I love?
Hmm.
She wore like the black nylons, which I think like again for not having the costume, but like still having some piece of that to kind of like feed
Hmm.
into that like flirty vibe. Like,
Hmm.
do we know who did the programs? Not to put anyone on the spot.
We don't, but I can look it
No,
up. Actually, it
like
might have been Shaylin.
Shay, because she's with Raph now, which
I'm gonna Google it.
he wasn't there, which we know that Raph doesn't really like show
Okay.
up
He
for
doesn't travel cross
skaters
country.
Well, he
unless
gave an
like
interview that said he
yes,
wanted her to develop.
yeah, yeah,
Um, it doesn't say who did who, but one program was done by Shaylin Bourne and one program was done by Joey Russell.
okay,
So
well,
it doesn't say
good,
which one did which, though.
Hmm.
doesn't matter. They were great. I think the free, even if this okay, I
I
actually,
love
I know
Sunset Boulevard.
I loved the dress. I know it was like
Oh,
there
it's
was not
gorgeous.
there was not a crystal on it. It was
Mhm.
beautiful. That color, like that like deep like kind of berry is so like
Mhm.
she looked so mature and elegant and like Clayton, like you said, like she had a perspective and like a story and
Mhm.
like I will the one thing is like she has some blonde highlights and I feel like we can just like dye those out because they look a bit like a
Really?
crew. I think they look like a Cruella stripe in her hair. That's
Oh,
like what I think.
I thought it was like a beret or something.
No, it's
I
I think
couldn't
it's
tell what it
just like
was.
a she's in California. She's getting some blonde highlights,
Why
I think
The
not? Why
sun's dyeing her hair a
not?
little bit.
yeah, she's got
Yeah,
some
she
like
put a little
sun
sun
in.
in. Yeah, sun in.
Yeah.
Lemon juice and
Yeah.
hydrogen
Yeah.
peroxide. I did
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
once. Big mistake.
Not great. It's
Don't do it.
okay.
It'll fry your hair, y'all. Don't do
I was blonde for too many years and I shouldn't have been. So I get it. And I'm telling you, girl, just like take it out. Take it out.
it.
Otherwise, like it was
Um,
it was beautiful. And I think she should have won.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's talk about
Both
that. So
segments. Both segments.
Yeah.
two things. First thing I want to talk about, allegedly she has the triple axel back.
I was gonna say the double axle and the free looked
Looked
really
big.
big and
Yeah.
it had hang time and she kind of opened up early and like still had
Yeah.
some room to
Mhm.
go. Yeah.
And potentially the quad sow. I don't know if that
I
one's
don't know about
confirmed.
that. I
I've
think,
heard the triple axle's
okay.
back,
Well,
but
good for her. I think that this season we're really gonna, I mean, obviously pending like if she's coming out in August looking like this, like
Mm-hmm.
she's setting herself up for a good season and to like really rise those ranks. Because what was she at Worlds? Like 12? Like was she top? I don't
I
she
think
wouldn't have been,
she was not top 10, or I don't,
but
she might have been top 12, maybe
not 21,
not.
so it doesn't matter. But I think
Maybe
that like
15th or something.
I think that if she goes out there and skates consistently like this, like she got, what did she get? A 137?
137.
37,
I think if I were her, I would wait until you hit that
14th.
140.
Yeah.
Wait, hit that 140, then add in the triple axle, and then I
Yeah.
think it'll be a
Like
good
build that reputation of being
mm-hmm.
like consistent, reliable, like doing all the things to build your PCS up. And then
Mm-hmm.
maybe like obviously see where you're at like later in the season, depending on the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. But like if you've got it, try it. Yeah.
Well, you got to
Also,
remember also,
mhm.
she's number 2. Maybe she might even be number 1 now on the Grand Prix replacement
Oh
lists because
yeah.
she was number
Yeah,
2 at the
very
start of this
true.
event. Gia's still 3, don't worry. But so she already has 1. Yuna Aoki already has 1, and Gia already has 1. So if she went, she might have shot up to number 1 as the replacement. So she
That's true.
potentially could be getting a second Grand Prix.
And Yuna pulled out of another competition recently. I don't know if you saw that.
I
So
did,
that could affect certain standings for things. So yeah.
which she pulled out of this weekend, the Kinoshita Cup in Japan, which we're actually going to cover on later this weekend. We're going to cover that, and then the USFS Summer
Summer
Sizzler,
Sizzler. Yeah.
which there's a lot to talk about
Mm-hmm.
on the Japanese front, especially after today. So uh for Samodelkina, yeah, I think she's got a lot of fighting shape to go this year. But
Yeah.
the
Overall good.
judging though, getting to Isabeau, you could definitely tell that the panels here were very pro-American in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
events.
Yeah.
Um, definitely in the ladies event.
The set, what did she get? A 70, 71 for the short?
70.
Yeah, 70 and change.
That was generous.
Yeah.
That was very
I think
generous.
both programs were really she got like also got like a 136, 137 and the
Yeah.
free as well.
Yeah.
So she took out the Lutz in the short
Which
and
shocked me.
only did one Lutz in the free, and it was at the very end, doing 2 loops, 2 flips. I think when we're talking about programs with a perspective, I don't believe that exists in these two that we saw this weekend. And it's sad because I know she has personality and like I think she cares about her skating her and her craft and we even saw like some personality in this little pizza or but pasta ranking in like
Yeah.
little segment that USFS did. Like she had a little sass, a little attitude, and I was really here for that. And I think that like it just doesn't seem like she's picking like she has a say in what she's choosing for the programs. Um, she
Did
Go ahead.
I was just going did you think that during the short, it's obviously very much the same as last year. It is legitimately copy and paste the same program. Slow
Mhm.
music, fast music to end it.
Mhm.
And this year's version was really bad. Did you feel like it just kind of gave dead energy? Like the music, even like one of the classy in the transition to the upbeat, like it just felt dead.
It seemed phoned in. The core like the little she did like she kind of blew a kiss and kind of went about her business. It was just like I always I this is not to like just shit all over Isabeau for lack of better words. I really like her and I like her
Yeah, I
skating
like her.
and I
Mhm.
think it's just like a letdown as a fan to see like and she's going up against Alyssa and Amber who
Are going to bring
have
something original.
there will be something original and again like that point of view that I sound like a broken record but like at this point in women's skating especially like you have to bring something that you care about and are passionate about and like you want to emote to and this just seems like she just didn't care. I don't know how else
Well, there
nicer
was
to say it.
like in the free skate, the opening was really nice. Very nice lyrical opening for her. Very nice, pretty choreography. But then like in the middle, there's like one part in the middle where like, do you remember like the music's like building an amplitude and she's like standing still for like 3 seconds, just kind of like doing nothing? And you're just kind of like, what's going on here? Like if this is like a smoke break, like you do this with like a small, like slow section, but
Yeah.
like the music's building and you're standing slow, like you're just kind of doing nothing. Like it just kind of felt like nothing really matched what the music was giving.
Yeah, I think overall, like, I mean, when she first rolled up, like wearing her like Stars on Ice like gala program and the short, like for the
Mm.
short with like the booty shorts, I was like, okay, I know it's a summer. I'm assuming yes,
Yeah.
costumes aren't ready, like whatever, but I'm like, the booty shorts, okay, that's a choice.
Even though it is like a flirtatious
But
program,
but like
like,
I felt like
Mhm.
that was like that program was more like not rock, but like a bit different that way, where I'm
oh
like,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
just like I don't know. I was like, that's a choice. And then I don't know if any of you guys watched Mad Men. And nobody, no.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the music,
No.
like the Zooby Zooby Zoo, what it is, like it's from a part of Mad Men. If anybody watched Mad Men, it's all I can think of. There's a part where like the main character's like mistress is singing Zooby Zooby Zoo for his birthday, and it becomes this big thing. So it's all I think about when I hear this music. And it's just like, I don't know, I just felt like it was like a recycled from last year and like
Mhm.
same vibes. Like I think somebody who like could really benefit with working with an outside choreographer, like having somebody else because it's her coaches, my understanding, correct, that do her program.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I
Yulia
think
is
that
the coach.
yes,
Mm.
and I think that having somebody else come in and even just like to be able to
Just tweaking
expand
it,
your
maybe.
and just even like expanding your palette of like music you're working with or
Mm.
doing new like movements or like entrances, like just something to kind of like shake it up and help you to stretch and grow as a skater and as a performer,
Mhm.
like that's never a bad thing.
No.
So I don't know, I think she is special and she has such like beautiful lines and she like can create really beautiful moments.
Mhm.
These just felt like very like generically lovely kind of, it is what it is. And I think clean, kind of what you were saying earlier, like in this day and age where like you have to compete against people who are bringing new material to the table, and I think especially now where you have so many of the same women doing the same program content, like everybody, it's not like,
Mhm.
you know, you have these quads or this triple axe or whatever, like it's
Mhm.
very few and
Mhm.
far in between. How you differentiate yourself is the program, is the material you're bringing. So i just i I just
I mean,
want to see more.
yeah. I mean, you watch like Cowrie's new short program, and you're just like, there's
Mm-hmm.
no comparison. Like, there's no
Mm-mm.
world where they should even be within 10 points of each other. It's
Yeah.
like it's that different. But
Yeah.
you brought up Sandra Bezic. That's who I'm giving Sandra Bezic to
Mm-hmm.
is Isabeau.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a good match. Like, give her maybe give her one of Medvedeva's like scrap programs. Like I would give her like
the orange colored
Oh my
sky.
God,
Yeah,
that was such a good short program.
it was so good. I think
There
she
you
could
go.
really do well with that. Wait, all
Okay.
right,
Like it.
let me call Sandra real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, Sandra, hello. Okay. So I have two things to say. One, I would ditch both programs. It's August, all right. She doesn't have to go to another challenger if she doesn't want
No.
to. She already does got the points. Um, I would, if you really have to, if you don't want to like create a new short, bring back the breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm okay with it. Reuse that one. That was fine. If you really want to like stick to the status quo of what Isabeau is, go in the classical route, go for an Italian opera. My suggestion would be Madame Butterfly or La Boheme. Something like that. Keep it Italian because I know you want to keep it Italian for the Olympics. Just you can do that if you really have to stick with like your narrative theme. If not, I would low key, if you really want to just even continue with the classical, give her Swan Lake. I'm sure it would be fine. I'm sure it would be very beautiful. Like if you really want to just buy into it, just do it. Like, you know. But I would call someone out of house.
Out of
Mhm.
network. Yeah. We're
Yeah, out of
Mhm,
network.
mhm.
yeah.
Like, get someone new. But
Yeah.
yeah, the women I thought overall, we saw Sarah Maud also, or Sarah Maud in Canada. She skated very well for this weekend for her. So the Canadians women battle continues. This weekend
Yeah.
we'll see Gabby Delman, Kaya Reuter, and Minseo Kwan and Cheon Kim all competing in Ontario this weekend. So
Also pause. So
oh
this
yeah.
event that they're at used to be called Summer Sizzle. It's now like, I don't know, some Ontario sectional, I don't know. But it was always my first competition of the season. And it's always been held in like Waterloo, same rink, same always. And we were looking up and I was like, oh, I think I saw like Cheon's there. And I'm like, do I?
Enrico and Ryuchi.
And Riku and Ryuchi are also there.
Oh
And I'm
yeah.
like, do I drive like an hour to Waterloo and go
Oh,
and
that's
watch?
not
Like go
bad,
and watch? Like,
Alexa.
should I go? Like, I gotta be honest.
Leave a comment below.
Yeah, leave it. Like if you're going, like I'll go. Last time I went was probably over 10 years ago, and I got a concussion. So like great
Oh,
memories. We're gonna
gosh.
try to rewrite those, but like, let me know if I should go to Summer Sizzle.
Yeah,
Like,
and
Yeah.
chip in some gas money
Yeah.
also for Alexa. Yeah,
should I go?
it's
I might
expensive
go.
these days.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little bit of a break for a minute before we move to the men. Okay, welcome back. Sorry. Some people needed to use the restroom, so we had to take a minute to do that. But now on to the junior men. The junior men, it was really like a big success for Canada. They had 3 in the top 4. Jan Hao Lee was the winner from New Zealand. He had a really great short program with like really masterclass elements. I thought a lot of them like kind of just were like the top quality of like a junior man in that. Clearly was like the class of the field and like will make a very big splash this year in the Junior Grand Prix. I wasn't like a fan of his free skate costume. Like I know it's to Les Mis and like more poor in Les Mis, but it just kind of felt a little too poor for me.
We're cosplaying being poor.
Like I
We
don't know,
can't
maybe
do
we're
that.
like we can look a little like the pants were like really baggy and I don't know, like I thought it wasn't like the best, but you know, like what can you do? I'm sure, you know, they're making the best with what they have. So um Grayson Long and Anthony
Wait,
Paradis.
pause. Wait, pause.
Yeah.
I just want to say something about Ian Lee. He has
Okay.
been my child for like
Oh
a
yeah,
few
he
seasons
has.
now. He has, and I've always stood by him, even when he effed me over during Junior Worlds Fantasy that one year. Listen, I was down, diva down, okay, but
Not the fantasy.
not the fantasy rough.
Not.
I gotta say,
Oh.
quick.
Yeah.
I was gonna say when his short program music started, because I guess I did. Maybe I don't know if I watched this one live, but it was the incredibly loud or extremely loud, incredibly close. I was like, oh my god, welcome back, Evgenia Medvedeva. Welcome back. Like
Getting her second mention of the show.
yeah, as
Yeah.
she should. Love her. Can't with the voiceovers. But I will say this, yeah, the free I had to watch with the AI weird techno stuff during Les Mis, can't do
Tough.
that. But his spins,
He has
I don't
great
care if you watch.
back flexibility.
Oh my god, this
He did
kid
the back,
he
the
does
back
like the
Beelman
Beelman.
almost.
He does like the pearl.
Yeah.
He does a Y spin. He can stretch the Y spin a bit more, but like I love him. he reminds me a bit of June. Like he has this really great flow, and like, anyways, he continues to be my child, and I have forgiven him for fantasy. So just had
And
to
they
put
give
that in
him
there.
interesting music too. Les Mis, like
Yeah.
regardless of Les Mis of how overdone it is always fun to watch.
It always
It's always
hits.
good music.
It always hits.
So I
Um,
didn't watch the Junior Men, but I'll have always loved Yan Hao Lee's technique. It's like his jumps are like so clean and
Good.
like
Yeah.
crisp, but like ooh, the
Yeah.
toe tap is just like chef's
It's
kiss.
good. It's so
And that's
good.
all
and
I
he did
will
a
have to say for the
quad.
Junior Men.
He did a quad in the
He did the
free.
quad toe. He did the quad
Okay.
toe. Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
upping the technical,
Wow.
which he
Okay,
didn't do
wow.
last year. So
Yeah.
the Canadian boys, we're gonna group them all together just because
Yeah.
like they're not like that much to talk about, but I kind of labeled them all. Like I kind of have like a label for all of them now. Like Anthony Parody is the artist. David Bondar is the technician, and then Grayson Long's like the combination, you know? They all kind of like have their own specialties, which make them interesting to watch in different ways. Like Anthony Parody, when you watch him, like you don't know what he's gonna do, but you know it's gonna be really interesting watch, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He's trying the triple axel this year, and it's actually not an awful attempt. I think he has landed
Going.
it at some
I think
point.
there's been some like clips online and whatnot. Like I think and he knows like his social media, hilarious. Love him. Like we love like Diva. Love
He's
you.
aware of his
Oh,
technical
he's so
deficiencies.
like he's so aware, and he's like, we're working on it. Like he's aware. His like, speaking of like, I love packaging. I love great packaging. He knows what to do. Like
Oh yeah.
his free skate is so good. His fingers,
The hair
like
curl, like
the gel down hair, like
he's giving you like every sort of
he's giving you
impression.
everything.
He's committed
Yeah.
to the story too from the moment he steps onto the ice before they even call his name. Like he's in character all the
Yeah.
time. That's how it should be.
Yeah. Everything is just like he is like, you know, he's doing a program. Everything is intentional. Everything is pure. Like it is like skating for skating, and we love that.
Yeah. David Bondar, he was the fourth place. Also, they all, if you notice the scoring, they all finished within like less than a point of each other.
With yes.
Yeah. So that was really funny too, that there was like no clear winner, but he was the most technically sound of the three, in my opinion. He did the quad toe. It was a little under, but it was fine. 2 triple axels. He's the one that kind of needs to improve on the basics and the overall deportment artistic impression, which is something that I'm sure they're working on. But if you watched his short program, there was a moment in the kiss and cry with his coach, Lee Barkel, and he goes, yeah, I don't really like the short. And then the coach goes, well, the short's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just like, it was just like a little funny moment, like here and there.
I love when the kiss and cry is mic'd.
Yeah. Good to see like the humor with the coach and the students.
Real.
So
Yeah.
and Grayson Long with the cricket, kind of just like a very nice lyrical skater. He struggles a little technically sometimes, but I think he has put it together a little bit more this year, and I think that's good for him to make this jump, as he'll probably be moving senior in the next couple of years. So
well, that's what I put as, I was like, maybe he could be senior. Like it's actually good to see that there is development in Canadian skating, because I think that that's been such a problem over so many years, is that like they'll build up the people at the top, and then like we saw it in 2018, and then like there's been nothing. So like it's good to actually see like there be like a torch kind of being passed. Speaking of another like kind of funny kiss and cry moment, when he got his score, his coach was like, oh my gosh, by like
that's the point of the toe.
He was like, by 0.0 like 0.6 point your toe like that. And I'm like, that's a great reminder. You should always point your toe, because you might lose by or win by 0.06. So
yeah,
good for Canada.
Go Canada. Good for them. But
Happy Canada Cup.
Yeah. Moving on to the senior men. Let's start with Jimmy Ma. So he won the short program. Did you catch the music live?
Yeah, you can always count on him to take a musical piece and take it to the club. Like you can, he's always going to do that. So we had
I think he lives in a club.
I think That's
Him
fine.
and
There's
Luna
like
Hendricks
there's
are going
yeah, there's like
together.
strobe lights. There's
No.
Do you remember
going.
last year when people said that Luna should have took Monet to the club?
Mhm.
Why
Yeah.
weren't we talking about Jimmy?
Because he was already at the
Right.
club. He was already there.
Why
We
didn't
can
he
find
take
He's the
him.
He should have
bouncer.
took Monet to the club.
He's the DJ. He's the
Yeah,
DJ.
he's a
Actually, he's
DJ.
yeah.
Wait,
He's
we
the
can
owner.
like
I'm sorry, he's the
we can make a
owner.
whole he's the owner.
He's the owner
We
of this
could
club.
I will say I really do like the costume for the short. I think it's cool.
Oh
It's
God, I
like
thought you were gonna say the free, and I was gonna
oh
say
no
no.
no
Okay,
no. I
continue.
think it's like I like it's like subtly Firebird. Like it's black and then it has like the
Just like the program is subtly Firebird.
yes. I think it's kind of I see what he's going for. He's trying to be like
there's fire. There's not a lot of bird, but like there's
there's
fire.
There's fire,
fire.
there's no bird.
No bird. The bird died. The bird
Yeah.
got burned.
I kind of want him to make the Olympics, but if you want to go to the Olympics, you can't fall on your quad toe and triple axel and make a mistake.
You also can't wear galaxy print and skate to turn though.
Yeah.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Not next
He's
to
always-
Yuma Kageyama's Tornado either.
I know.
Can't
We'll get
not.
there. We can't talk
Wait,
about it today. We
listen,
can't talk about it.
I want to make it like a preface. We're gonna talk
We've
about it.
watched.
We've watched many of times. Okay, we love it. We love it. We want to let you know we're dedicating a whole episode to it. Okay, so like
We
we will
are.
get there.
So please come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Please come back. We'll discuss. But I mean, it's kind of the same old where like he's gonna hit a short and then the long will be a little bit of a disappointment. But again, it's August.
It's August. And
Mhm.
I also just think that like
he's had a lot go on in the past year.
yeah, and I'm sure like he's kind of after 4 continents and having that bronze
Downtime.
medal. Yeah, like I'm sure that was a huge boost to him. And I do think that 3rd spot, and we can have a bit of a conversation about this because we'll talk about Jacob Sanchez. That 3rd spot,
So
the
open.
door's open. Like
Nobody wants it.
I really think that it's like, they talk about like, oh, not the protocol, but like the criteria list for the selection team. I think it's going to come down to nationals. Like, I think it's going to be
no one's
the
hit, no one,
criteria.
yeah,
but
no
that's
one's
what I'm
hit the
saying. But
body of
even like
work.
throughout the fall, like I think it's whoever shows up at nationals. Like I truly, it's there's like 4 or 5 guys that
unless one of them like makes the Grand Prix final,
then
like,
I think
none of
that's-
them like have a
no.
none of them have like a clean.
But do you think any of them have a chance of the final?
I think Torgashev
No.
would be the only one close out of that bunch.
Yeah.
I think he got
but-
lucky last year to even get be the first alternate.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's men's. Anything
Yeah.
can happen.
Mhm.
Roman Sadovsky
It-
just won. Okay, so you know what?
Yeah.
Like anything can happen.
Speaking of Americans, Jacob Sanchez was here making his actually not his senior debut. He debuted last year, but
Did
he did a challenger. I think he
Okay.
won like a bronze or a silver or something.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think he made a case of it for himself for that TBD spot very much.
He did in the short.
I was
In the
gonna
I
say,
think he
I-
should have won the short.
The
I
short
agree.
was
The short was
incredible. The short was
phenomenal.
beautiful. And then the free, he showed up looking like
Halloween.
showed up looking like
Trick or treat?
Tron. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was a little like let down at first when I saw that he was just getting to sorry, what
To
is it?
Dune.
Dune. Yeah, after the season of Dune we just had. I will say I was pleasantly surprised by the in-between skating, the transitions, and like the choreography I thought was like
In the Dune.
good, and it is Dune, but like I think it was like I was pleasantly surprised, and I think he gets into character really well, and especially
Mhm.
the short was totally awesome, and I think yeah, again, should have won. I think he is like a more natural performer than some of the other guys in this conversation. So I'm gonna like team him. Like I think that he can go if he gets he tries the quad sal. If
Yeah,
he
do you
gets
think he
that
was
in.
going for the quad sal there?
It looked a little planned double to me.
I mean, I don't think it was a planned double, but it looked weird. Like it looked
Mhm.
like he maybe wanted to do a quad or maybe wanted to do a triple and just popped it. It was an odd
Mhm.
jump,
Yeah.
but it's the first jump, so that's why it made me think quad sal.
Yeah, I could like
Yeah.
it being, or even like if they weren't doing it like a placeholder sort of situation, but
Mhm.
I'd heard he was landing quad toe in the summer. But I also thought we would have
Um,
saw it on Instagram. So
he's
Yeah.
more of a toe jumper to me, so I feel like he would have
yeah.
gone for the toe first. But I don't know. I really like the short. I think he has a standing chance if he gets it together for the fall.
Well, the short costume was like kind of Hanyu,
Mm.
and then the free was like very much not Hanyu, like something Hanyu would not wear.
They're like
Yeah.
Adam, like yeah, very yeah. It felt very
Yeah.
thick and heavy. That was like the
It
only. I'm like it looked
was.
thick and I'm like I
It
would
looked
want
like
to skate for a minute
It
to
looked like he
that.
had like, when you're like a kid wearing like a Halloween costume, they have like it's like the muscle guy and has like
the
the calves.
styrofoam. Yeah, like
It looks like
the
it just like has that, like, I don't know, it just
Oh, yeah, or maybe I don't know if you guys relate to this. Very like Canadian kid is like when it like snows in October and then you're wearing your like winter coat underneath your Halloween costume. That's the vibe I
oh.
was getting. Yeah, yeah. But
it wasn't
hey,
my favorite
wasn't my
costume.
favorite. You know who had one of my favorite costumes? Alexander Selevko in the short program.
He
And
Okay.
that
we'll check.
short was
He
really fun.
hey, listen. He got his highlights done. He
Mm-hmm.
him costumes. He's
Him
like
and Sofia Samodelkina went together to get their blonde
they went
highlights.
together. Like they got their highlights. I I don't know. I think him and his brother like they got to duke it out for that Olympic spot. Like
I
that's
know.
their poor parents. Oh
Well,
They're both
they're
God,
not
together.
even training together anymore.
Oh wow.
The
really?
other brother's still in Europe and he's in Boston now with Olga and Alexei.
Mm-hmm.
Has he
So,
has Alex always had that quadlets?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been like
It's hit or miss,
coming.
but
Yeah, it's
yeah.
come and gone.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so I will say I think he's the better performer of the two
Mm-hmm.
brothers, but I
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
think his jumps are less compact because he has much more of a wrap and is very open in the
Mm-hmm.
air a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes him prone to some of the mistakes that you see in that first skate. Like that second axle, I feel like you always know it's going to be a double. You always
Mm-hmm.
know because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like he just gets a little self-doubt and he'll pop it.
What did he do? Like a double axle, triple toe
Yeah, triple toe
combo?
under,
That
but
was
yeah.
funny.
Um, did
I
you
don't
notice
know.
he grabbed the boards in both
Okay,
programs?
Yeah,
he didn't
hitting the
grab the boards. He
board.
slammed on the
Yeah.
boards. Like I I love a character skate. I think like him and his brother
Mm-hmm.
do weird so well because I think if
Mm-hmm.
you're doing such a different piece like that where it's kind of like dark and creepy, but like you've got to commit to it. And
Yeah.
listen, those boys like this is a compliment. They have like that very like deathly Victorian child look to them. So it works. Like it and I loved it. Like
No.
I think yeah. I've always kind of had a soft spot for him. I think in Montreal he should have been top 10 so him and his brother could have got 2 spots but June got 10th
Yeah.
like and I will ride and die on that hill. But yeah,
The
I
June Batman year was not it for him.
yeah, I don't know.
That's why he came back with Loco. The next year he was like, I'm gonna be Loco.
Yeah,
mm-hmm,
we're gonna be okay.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I mean, the
So
Selevko brothers program was kind of loco. I mean, I loved like the way he like came alive too at the very end was so awesome. And then
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
but the jumping in between kind of got like slow, as you can assume for again August.
mm-hmm.
I didn't think it
But
was bad though.
really, I found
The jumping in the free?
he was losing me in the like the second half of the jumping in the free.
Yeah, I mean, like that's kind of expected sometimes because that's
Hmm.
when it gets a little jump drilly. But I thought like this was pretty good for him to like 159 for
For
August. Like
August,
that's
Yeah.
pretty
I don't think
good.
it's bad.
I'd like that's pretty good for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Canada again because let's talk about Roman and let's talk about Gogolev. We're gonna do them like kind of a comparison.
Do you think your
So,
artist and technician argument apply to these two as well?
well, I think the technician is becoming an artist
Yeah.
himself. Let me tell you. So both of them obviously had pretty disappointing short programs. Roman's repeating his Chris Stapleton short from a couple of years ago, and Gogolev's reusing his program from last year that he only really did once. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
like we're not really recycling, but um, do you think that Roman heard Gogolev's score from the free skate and said, "Oh, I guess I better like lock in today, show up"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was thinking about this. This is why we need rivalries because it brings out like, can you
Mm-hmm.
imagine if Gogolev had been healthy this past quad?
Yeah.
Could you like what that actually would have done for Roman? What this like even the junior Canadian boys, them being two, 3, 4, whatever, actually having competition where it's not just like, oh, if I show up to nationals, I'll probably win. Like actually going and fighting every single day, showing up in practice and being like, I want to beat that person. Like we're seeing it right now in the women's. Like I think that, which I know I missed last week, guys. I missed you. I was like heartbroken. Okay,
Well, we told you, we told everyone what team you are.
But I think that it's like having competition is so good because it makes you hungry and it makes you work harder and it brings out a better skater. And so to see Gogolev kind of rise back to where he's always had the potential. Like I remember seeing him at the Junior Grand Prix final in Vancouver in 2018 and he was like probably up to my hips and like looking at him being like, oh my God, this kid's so talented. And then now I feel
like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, now and I'm
I
like,
don't know
oh
if
my
he
God,
is,
what
but it feels like
he's I don't think he's short. But like he had a season, like, I think someone said it was like his season's best in the free for the first.
Wait, I thought it was his
I don't think it was a
personal
PB.
best.
I think it was just the free skate in like 7 years. Like
yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
And I
But
would have gone higher, low key.
I was gonna say his skating was actually like kind of beautiful.
It's
Like
better.
for him, it was really
Right.
beautiful
It
for
had
him.
like I really enjoyed that free a lot. And it again looked effort like he kind of like it didn't like he was thinking too hard about the quads. And he just went out and laid it down. And
yeah.
that's I mean, I was surprised that when we get to Roman, I was texting y'all, I was like, I'm watching live. How is anyone else gonna beat this? Like I didn't think anyone else was
We
gonna
said-
beat
Well, I
it.
thought it was over.
Just you,
Yeah, we
yeah.
thought it was over.
Yeah. Shout out, I love his costume in the free. I know you guys like felt differently about it, but I thought
it's
it was
okay.
I think it was so like gorgeous, like the dark green and like the draping. Like I don't know, I thought it was really elegant, and I think it like kind of shows his maturity. Like I remember when he was skating to that, like it wasn't Inspector Gadget, but he like literally had like a thumbprint on his shirt when he was like a baby. So it's just like it's good to see the maturity in him, and I think being with Benoit all summer has been so good for him, and probably being around other skaters.
Yeah.
But damn, this is gonna make that Olympic team so much more interesting, and I'm here for it. I'm here for
Before we get to that,
it.
the moment for me in that free skate, he does the back camel combination spin, and then he does like a back spiral, like extended arms, like
yes.
out of it.
Yes.
And then there's like little moments like in the beginning where he like kind of has just like a little like long edge, but he's like 1 foot out. He's like kind of extended, looking up. It's not like the world's best extension ever. Like I'm not gonna say it's like grand dame, but like it's really good for him, and it like leaves an overall impression that like makes him look super sophisticated.
It doesn't feel cluttered, and there's like breathing room like in the skating, but you can tell that there's still like a conscious effort to make the skating skills and the presentation and the lines better without throwing in just a bunch of random junk.
Triple flip, triple axle out of
Oh
the
yeah!
difficult
Oh my
entry.
gosh! Yeah,
So good.
I was
like,
not ready for that at all.
Oh my God. He did kind of suffer from that second group PCS thing, which I think ultimately like kind of cost him like placement.
But I also
placement or
think
two.
his reputation, like he's never been known as an artistic skater, and
he hasn't. They're gonna go with what they know.
Yeah, and he also like we haven't seen him in so long. Like he'll be here for a comp, and then he's injured. Then he'll like be there for the short, not the free. Like it's again what we kind of said about like Sofia, like building that consistency and being in front of judges and like getting that feedback and building that reputation. Like if this is what we saw in August, like let's see what else we have for the rest of the season.
And I hope he can stay healthy throughout the year.
That
will be a big thing for him.
Yeah.
But who knew the Canadian singles spots for both were going to be like the hot topic of the year? Like who knew? Gabby Dillman will be she's competing this weekend. I mean, God, like I cannot wait to watch. To Roman, can he do it again?
That's what I said.
Is my big question.
So the difference between watching Roman and Stephen for me was Stephen was attacking while Roman still looked like he was kind of thinking a lot about what he was doing on the ice. Well, I do think he does have the more like again like refined movement and is the more artistic of the two. I think that the jumping he still is like thinking about it a lot, and it does look a little slower in comparison, I would say.
He has lost a lot of speed over the past couple of years, and I don't really know why. It might be to honestly to preserve the energy and pacing throughout the short, or
Yeah.
sorry, throughout the free. But I have to say, I loved the costume. I know you two both hated it, and that's okay. But this was the most sincere skating I think I've seen from him ever. Like, I
Hey,
think it was the most honest interpretation I've ever seen him give.
so one, I'm fine with him going back to that short. I think it's a great short program, whatever.
Yeah.
The free, this is one of my favorite pieces of music. Like
Yeah.
I have a playlist that I listen to every single night before I go to bed to fall asleep. And now I'm not saying that like this music is making like his programs make me fall asleep, because it's not. But this specific piece, the Claire de Lune and like the photograph, it's like I love it. And when it came on, I went, no way is it this music. And I have been critical of Roman in the past, and I think it's because he's so good. I mean, Nolan, when you said like it's maybe a pacing thing in the program, he's had the exact same program layout for like 12 years.
Alexa,
okay, and
listen,
I will like die on this.
listen.
But this was amazing.
I know.
This was so good. I went, Roman clean in August. Like this is why we
in
compete.
the free skate only.
Okay, listen,
Right.
we can't win them all. He won this, but like, listen, huge strides. Okay, like I might have to subscribe to his YouTube channel now. Like,
Right.
I might do that.
But subscribe.
Feel free to subscribe to us.
Yeah,
first.
us and him. You know.
If we have to,
Feel free
like,
to subscribe to us first.
offer a negotiation.
Subscribe to him once he does a clean short. Then we'll
talk.
I think to help the clean short, if I were him, honestly, like, would I put the Let's Toe first? That's his most troubled element, I feel like. Is that crazy?
What does he do? Does he do that last?
He does Sao, Axel, then the Let's Toe, but they're all in like he doesn't do a second half bonus for anything. Like everything is within the first.
I would put the Let's Toe first.
Why is the Sao like his best jump?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. And he always does the second Sao in the second half with the combo, which always was like confusing to me, because I'm like, well, what if you fall? Anyways, but anyways, not me. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, like I was ready for like Sadovsky or like Gogolev to win, and then like Roman showed up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I predicted this win in our last episode.
All right, but I predicted Gogolev second, and it was not far off. Okay, who did I predict to win?
I think you said Sadovsky. You did. Yeah.
I was not far off.
No, you weren't.
I got 2 on the podium.
Right.
So. Yeah.
Gosh,
what
guys,
a weekend.
We've made it to skating, and we like literally, guys, if you don't understand, we have next week or this week coming up, we have the USFS Summer Sizzler, which takes place on Thursday. I believe it's at 7 p.m. on their USFS website or on the YouTube channel. It's going to be at the Skating Club of Boston. People are going to be showing their new programs for the year. I'll make a post about that. So we'll be covering that. We'll be covering this Japanese event that's been going on. Right now, they'll probably be skating their free skates like currently as we're talking. So I'll make sure to link all of those in the next episode for you guys to view. And then we'll talk about the Canadian event. We might have a frontline reporter there potentially. So
we'll see.
There should be streaming for that too. So I'll include the information for that. But after that, we have JGPs are starting. We're going to cover those. And then once we get to September, first week of September, we have 2 challengers packed ready to go. So the skating season really has started, and
here
you know where you can catch.
We gotta buckle in.
Yeah.
And you know where you can catch all the action.
Is that
Blades and
B&B?
Banter, as at the B&B, a bed and breakfast, Blades and Banter podcast. So see y'all next time. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, y'all. Bye.